welcome to the NineSixFourTwo podcast. This is your host, Mr. NumberNIne.
And this is The Fool.
This is where me and The Fool give our
Unqualified and unrequested.
ramblings on the various issues in the world of sport.
Or something like that.
Hello everyone, welcome to the NineSixFourTwo podcast, and today we are live streaming our draft spectacular.
Yeah, woo! Yep, went to Fantasy Premier League draft.
Now, we have pre-recorded this intro, so we're just going to get right into it as recording comes to play. But just to introduce a few of the players a few of the people, and players from the league who come in. There is Adam's cousins, Ricky and Casey Andrew, who are long-time players in our leagues, well known to people on our Discord.
Yep.
And my technologically challenged cousin, Riyadh, somehow managed to get a team done just before we started the draft, and then managed to download Discord and get on and join us in the chat. That was great.
I think he got on with like 30 seconds to go, or 40 seconds to go. It was good work by him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Incredible.
They say we have both Casey and Andrew. Both of them have won both the leagues before. They're very normally very competitive in the league, so it was always good to have them on.
Absolutely. Get some of that insight. Not that it's going to do me any good, but yeah.
Hasn't helped yet, so.
Has not helped yet at all. And so without further ado,
and we're recording live. We're live.
one of my cousins is still trying to join. I'm officially stopped eating.
Yay!
Excuse me.
Yeah, I am officially recording.
Hopefully he can join. He's technically saying he's trying to join now.
Okay, hopefully you can.
He's worse than my parents with tech, though.
Oh, okay.
And he's my age.
Yeah.
But yeah. We'll see how it goes. I assume the orange-haired one will not join.
No, I had sent him an email earlier, and he didn't respond to me on that one either. So we see how we go.
Our thing is KRS-TPT, right?
Yes. He says. Where is it? Up here, I have it. KRSTPT.
What was the league name again?
The league name should be the 9642 Fantasy Draft League. Yeah, I'm not sure what the cutoff in terms of time before the draft that he can actually join. So he may run into that problem as well.
We'll see. He can't join, he can't join. Unfortunately, we can't undo it now.
Yeah.
If he can, all good. My brother-in-law was supposed to join, but he didn't join the league yet.
Yeah. Well, either now or never.
Pretty much.
Okay, we've still just got the 9 people in the league.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. Is there a private league code?
Yeah, league code. That's what he needs. He needs to join league and then a private league, and then he enters in our code KRSTPT, and then he should join. Probably should think about my watch order though, shouldn't I? Like 10 minutes ago. It's probably a good time to actually think about it.
Hey, bruh, come on. No caps. No caps.
Should at least get him into
You used
here.
cap.
Oh, use caps. Oh my. Good work.
It's all lowercase. It's all lowercase.
Yeah.
Bro, if he gets in, like, now, it's gonna be, like, epic, like, literally last second.
Literally last second. It's gonna be epic. Can he not get on voice chat?
Yeah, he got in, apparently he got in.
Good work. He got in. Here we go. 10. Hold on. 10. Yes, officially 10 people in.
Woohoo!
Yay! Oh, it's big. Yay!
We have one set of brothers in the league, or two sets of brothers.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know if the other set will make it to chat either. Should harass Casey too. I did harass Ricky.
I'm still sending the last of my things, like the people, the thing to go, hey, there's still a chance to join.
Still a chance to join.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I love that he did. He showed it to me and he's like, bro, caps, come on. Come on.
Come on.
Classic. Gonna start in 6 minutes.
Yeah. And then last minute text. There's also a couple of workmates who wanted to join, like, oh, yeah, you should do that. It's like, yes, you should do that. And then,
Hello.
oh, it is the Ricky. Mr. Dewtastic himself.
How's it going?
All the way from the city of the future.
Something like that. There was a city of the future in the past. Maybe it's now the city
Yeah, I
of
was
the
gonna
present.
say it was like 15 years ago, wasn't it? Now it's
Yeah. Maybe it's
now
just the city of the present
city
now.
City got left behind. Maybe is more like it.
It's Casey as well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Defending
Go
Standard
on.
League champion, eh?
Oh,
Himself.
that
He's
good.
done nothing but remind me about that too.
Tell me you wouldn't do the same.
To be fair, he's probably already done the same.
Yeah, that is true for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Do we know what order? Do we know what order the draft's in yet?
No.
Not yet. Which is why I'm assuming people can still join. Like one of my cousins, he's like so, like, bad with tech. He managed to get in literally 2 minutes ago. He's been spending 10 minutes trying to join in, and then he shows me a screenshot. I'm like, bro, no caps on the league code.
What are you up to?
What are you doing? And he's like, has to delete because his niece has all these games on his iPad. He's like, I'm gonna delete these and get Discord so I can join your voice chat. I'm like, okay, get your life together, man. To be fair, she's also my niece, so I'm like, okay, you know. I get why you have him, but
Yes. Now down to 3 minutes. I can't remember last year when the draft order came out. I think it's the last 2 minutes.
something like that.
You want to be in the first three, surely.
Yeah, otherwise
Well-
you miss out on one of the big hitters, and that's tough.
That does make it tougher. And there's 10 this year, which is less than last year, so it's not going to be quite as bad.
quite as hectic at
Oh,
the end, eh? Where
yeah.
you're like scrambling through fucking no named
last year
players.
was tough because we had so many players that you couldn't do any transfers without having to trade with other players.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I have to get my daughter to have some medicine. Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully you're not first then, or she's quick.
I was gonna say, I don't think is there a way to pause it? I don't think there is, eh?
No, once it starts, it's going. So you better be quick, or trust to the to the gods that you'll just be near the end. So
Yeah.
Who's your first pick, Ricky?
There's a number of picks. I think it'd be hard pressed to go past Alexander Arnold. I think, to be honest.
Good chat.
You got Salah, who's surely going to fire again. Haaland's the unknown quantity, but you go, yeah, he's got to be worth the risk, maybe. Or Mr. Reliable, who everyone just overlooks, old Heung-min Son.
Oh, I love a bit of Son, mate. I love a bit of
Son.
I'd love to love him, but he's a Spurs player. So.
I'd also love him in my normal fantasy team, but he's 12 mil now, and he's not even on pens for his team, so...
Oh, mate, you should see my fantasy team. I'm real happy with it, eh?
Real? I'm still tinkering.
Real happy with it. Real happy with it. Still weird, like the standard league's weird this year because of the wild card rules and then the World Cup.
World Cup,
You can do like 8-week seasons where you're like, cool, I'm just going to have a team for 8 weeks, then wild card, have a team for 8 weeks, and then you got a free wild card at the World Cup, a team for 8 weeks, and then wild card for the last quarter of the season as well.
Right, yeah. That is going to be crazy.
Yeah, so like, you can kind of like properly target fixture lists.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of good, to be fair.
Yeah. And hey, Mr. Sneaky Pete. Good of you to be last minute joining.
Thanks, guys, for having me. Ooh.
No problems.
Can't wait for the league to kick off.
Well, 1 minute. 1 minute exactly. And hopefully Mr. NumberNIne returns in time.
Yeah.
So good if he's first. It's actually going to be pretty funny.
And first, then he hasn't set up like his draft pick, so he doesn't have
just get Salah anyway. Salah will be first.
Oh yeah, it gives you the right.
Yeah, he'll just No, I know that he was spending today's work setting out his draft, so that was priority number 1 for today, I think.
I wish I could do that at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hello. Sorry.
There he is, back in time. We were just saying it was going to be funny if you were number 1 pick and you were still away.
Well, I would have drafted Mohamed Salah. What a pity.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, I think we're about to find out who's
Please be number 1.
Surely you're going to be last.
You reckon?
Go.
Here we go.
Ricky Andrew.
Ricky Andrew.
Get in.
Hey, my computer hasn't done anything.
You'll get there soon.
Where do you get the draft order?
I just thought it was top of my thing. It should be somewhere.
Yeah. What's going on here? I can't get into anything.
Lucky, I'm just going to go with...
Oh, I'm second.
F.
Oh, you went to Salah. Fair enough.
Had to, surely.
Yeah.
I'm not... How the fuck do I get to...
Get into the draft room, you muppet.
I am in the draft room, and then it says countdown to draft 0, but it's not saying like anyone's picking or anything. It normally tells you who's picking.
Yeah, I think you may just have to wait a moment. Yeah, I took some. Mr. Rob Simmons is next.
If I go out of the draft room and back in, would that work? Or
probably. Should
be just be able to refresh, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so Rob is not here.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, we've got Mr. Willie Go Far on chat here.
Yeah.
It's your turn, mate.
Haaland.
You've got your pick.
It tells me I'm next.
This is going way too fast.
It's telling me.
The first rounds are always fast. Afterwards, it's everybody's like, oh, who do I need for my 3rd striker or my 4th defender?
Get in. You got 40 seconds. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I'm having a look, mate. I'm having a
And
look.
I had to set the draft.
Pick
at 1
Ronaldo.
minute.
He's gonna play so many games and score so many goals. So many.
Nah, we go De Bruyne. We go
De
De
Bruyne.
Bruyne.
Just going down the list.
Nah,
Creative.
Not there. Okay, so he's actually here. Looks
I have
like,
to wait 10 turns. Jesus.
even if he's not
No.
on chat, he
Oh,
is
that's good.
picking.
He did pick.
Oh,
He
He said he just got home right in time. Is
Oh,
it?
nice. And defending champion up next. Oh, he went
Sterling.
Sterling.
No, it's my turn to pick.
Yeah.
I quite like Sterling, I'm not going to lie.
Pick
Makayo.
Saka. Well,
What
I
a
have
guy.
to.
What?
Okay, nice.
Okay. I mean, I'm all for it, but it's a weird pick.
No, it's not, boy. Star boy. Tucker's a star boy. What a guy.
Oh, Dr. Evil's actual picking as well, by the looks of things.
Yeah, Alexander.
That's a good pick. It's a great pick.
Ooh, Bardine Hawk. My little cousin.
Is he actually here, or is he going to be
Looks like
auto
he's
picking?
picking. Because it's like, usually if you're not there, it'll auto pick.
No,
really
it's,
quickly.
no, it gives you the first time is 1 minute. Everybody does 1 minute first time.
Right.
Then after you haven't picked, you're timed out, then it auto picks for you all the way through.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first round with it doesn't know you.
Nice, okay. So I guess we'll find out after next round whether he's here or not. Maybe
Yes.
not. Is
It's looking like
technically-
not.
Yeah. looks
Technically it's
unlikely.
Friday afternoon. He might
Yeah.
still be on his way home.
No, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
Because Friday is the day off. Like it's the
Sleep.
first day of
Yeah.
the weekend in Bangladesh.
Ah.
Yeah, and we're back.
Oh, he got Bruno.
Oh shit, it's
Bruno.
my turn. My pick next.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's Snake's back. Yeah, so your turn comes around.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
basically to make up for the fact that you're going later. You
Oh
get
yeah.
your turn quicker.
I would still rather go first and get one of the big hitters and then wait like 15 turns, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like last time, yeah.
Right.
Like, get picked first pick. 30
Ooh,
people later,
Mason
maybe.
Mount.
Oh, not bad.
I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that pick.
Don't know if Chelsea looks that good this season.
Yeah, but Madison's going to play well no matter how bad Chelsea is. So.
I was about to say, Chelsea only don't look good in defense. They're conceding
Yeah.
goals. They're still scoring.
We just can't keep up
With
with it.
Sterling, that attack will get goals.
Hello.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than he generates XG. He's like an XG machine
Yeah.
when he's on the field. Cancelo.
Good
Ah.
choice as well. Good choice.
Two picks that just went that I was looking at.
What do you think was going to
Eli
happen?
Darwin. Others picked.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'll pick a 35-year-old.
Oh,
Oh, he's gone with Lewis. Diaz.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Easy
good
for me.
pick. It's a good pick.
Here you go, Vardy. Gonna go with a 35-year-old Vardy. Still gonna get points? Surely not.
But you'll still back goals.
Vardy will still bang goals. And who else is Leicester going to start at striker?
Yeah, they
His
got
finishing
no
is
idea.
good still, though.
Whenever
If nothing
Vardy
else,
plays,
he'll
he has
he'll
a party,
transition
mate.
into an impact player later in the season. And
I rate
get
that.
Right.
Mr. Ricky Andrew gets 2 picks.
2 picks in a row.
Yeah.
Can't believe you got first pick. I'm fucking
Who
disappointed
picked
with that.
Werner? Timo Werner.
I took Werner.
Anyone else can get first pick, but Ricky gets it. That's diabolical.
Pretty good. I'm gonna go with that, and then I'm gonna go with.
Van Dijk.
This man's just building a Liverpool squad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 2 rock solid centre backs there.
Hmm?
Who's on
I told you,
back?
I had a plan. I had a plan, and I feel like it's coming together.
Quite good when you get to pick first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Get first draft.
Hey,
Getting
it's
the
all
first.
comes together, right? It's Will of the gods.
But on a more
Excuse me.
serious note, I think in regular fantasy, Gabriel Jesus is a bargain. 8 million.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
I
He's
agree.
He's like the most owned player in the game at 75%.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at Arsenal's fixture list as well. Like,
Mate, he scored a hat trick against Sevilla.
pretty quality. And then and you go, he's
Definitely
guaranteed to be 70, 80 minutes a game
Yeah.
at least.
He'll play the whole game for Arsenal, most likely.
Yeah.
Pretty close to, yeah.
He's
Like
gonna be
every
the
week.
focal point.
Is he gonna play many minutes for Brazil at the World Cup?
Interesting question.
Because I think Neymar is still the focus of their attack, right? And Neymar's captain, so he's gonna start every
Gonna play
game.
himself, yeah.
Yeah. Picky in the game sheet. Striker? Me.
It's actually like the schoolyard, like, I'm up top, lads.
I mean, he's broken Pele's record for most number of goals for the Canaries, so he's not had a bad little international career. And he wasn't on the field during that 7-1 game, so, legacy secured.
That was pushing it close there, Casey. I was about to say, you're going to pick right.
I was having a look.
Ooh, James. Do you reckon Madison will move to Newcastle?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Otherwise, there wouldn't have been this. And
I feel-
rumor that's come up plus.
I feel like that's such a weird move. Like, I feel like it's such a sideways move going from Leicester to Newcastle.
But it could. But
Newcastle
could
will
be
be
bigger
good
down
in
the track. Yeah.
Newcastle will be good in a few years once.
Yeah, they're building the right way.
Because
Just got oil money, man.
Yeah.
True.
But that
True
stadium, if you don't have like,
Gonna make a pick.
Oh, is it my pick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Did you know? Well, there's going to be a pick soon.
you pick Martinelli.
Wow, I forgot. I was too busy talking. Shit, I
He
was
got
no focus.
Martinelli.
You got Martinelli.
Yeah, I just got this. I just saw it in front of my eyes and I just boom went for it. Shit, I better
he's a great
focus.
player though. Great player though.
It is.
Let's see.
Wouldn't complain about Martinelli.
Rotation risk, maybe.
He'll start for the first few games. Then that's his place to lose.
Yeah, I agree. And plus, it's a World Cup year, so I reckon he'll be firing.
Arteta's got anything, Pep, it's
I think
how to
got
rotate
Maddison, by the way.
players.
He picked Madison. Man,
Well, he also picked Madison and Richarlison.
Oh yeah. So he's not here.
No.
Tielemans. That's interesting.
Because I'm hoping he'll move to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think he's coming to us, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I have-
it's
yeah, I have
shot in the
Yeah, that's
dark.
what Riyadh likes about the draft league. You can just get all the Arsenal players. No limit. No 3-player limit.
I'd like to say,
Shut up, everyone. Stop telling everyone my plan. Next week.
my previous year
Odegaard's
plans.
next, no one touch him.
My previous year plans was by Chelsea. It didn't really work for me.
Ricky told me he had a plan today. I didn't realise he was just buying the whole Liverpool squad.
Yeah,
Probably a better plan.
2 players! Fuck you! 2 players!
Shore up the defense. Or
well.
just keep getting more attackers.
If he stays uninjured, what a player.
Chelsea don't even know what they're doing, man. They're going to play 3 at the back, 4 at the back. They're still in the market for like 3 defenders. They don't know what they're up to.
That's
We're just
awesome.
gonna
I
wait
love it.
We're just gonna wait for Barcelona to stop buying our players.
Have you heard that?
Barcelona stopped buying players full stop.
Don't they have to they have to sell? Don't they have to sell De Jong or something before they can?
No, they sold the TV rights. They got money.
No,
now.
they want to sell De Jong.
They wanted to
but
sell
it's a
De
bit-
Jong, but they told De Jong to take a bit of a pay cut this last season, and they'll make up the money this season. And De Jong's like, "Where's my money, bitch?"
Yeah.
Before I
And
go,
they also
which is fair enough.
Didn't they tell Braithwaite that they wanted to cut his contract and not pay him any money? And he was just like, no thanks, you can't do that.
Pretty
Well,
much.
they haven't
So-
registered Lewandowski yet.
Yeah,
they can't register
They
him
can't
until
register
they
him.
sell
Yeah.
De Jong.
Like, I don't blame De Jong because he's like, look, I took a 50k pay cut a week, 50k a week pay cut, and you were supposed to make it up to me this year, so yeah.
The funniest meme I saw was one where it's like Chelsea are interested in De Jong, and it's like De Jong putting it up himself just so that Barcelona become interested in him. Like,
Oh,
the
good.
way to get his money. Chelsea will buy it.
Love it.
I think Zaha as well. Why not?
Opening fixtures for Zaha are a bit tough, but he's a good pick.
Yeah. Like how well.
Yeah. Rob Simmons picks Bernardo.
Nowadays, the Premier League is so attacking that when you pick good players, even from mediocre teams, you expect they will be the one to do anything, even if, when the fixture lists are tough. Because nowadays, they score a lot of goals in the Prem compared to like maybe 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can even pick like mid-table
Yeah,
teams.
and you'll
If
get
you
away.
pick the focal point. If you pick the focal point of that team, if something happens in that team, you're pretty much guaranteed it goes through that like one player.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I reckon Newcastle are gonna be pretty good this season.
100%. See who they recruit first. But they already got a few good players. Like
They got a few good defenders
Saint
now.
Maxim is a boss.
Yeah, they need a out and out striker. If they
Mm.
get
I love
one,
how he wears a Gucci headband while he plays football.
He's just. He always moves
he's
like
French,
a boss.
man. What do you? It's what they do. Oh, now there's
Surely-
already picked a keeper. Wow.
Wow.
Someone has to do it, eh? Someone has to break the thing and go for a keeper soon.
It's always the thing. When do you pick your first? When do you go for the keeper to get the good ones?
You
Yeah,
guys should
early
play
Vigo.
me. I've got zero strategy. I'm just going with feels.
Yeah, that's my strategy too, man.
My team is just built on vibes and vibes only.
Absolutely, that's it.
I won't point to my previous year's rankings to suggest how good a strategy that is.
It works for some.
Oh, I'm picking now.
Pick Smith Rowe. He's gonna come back, right?
To be fair,
Yeah.
even when he was on the
100%.
bench last year, every time he came off the bench, he scored.
Yeah, Smith Rowe is a top player.
Good player.
But I don't want to have too many Arsenal players in my squad. Otherwise, you guys will keep whinging.
Look,
All
I
the
managed
Arsenal
like
players you
6
want, man.
Chelsea players last year.
I only picked 2 Arsenal players, man, so far.
I think last year I had managed to get the most of one team.
Oh,
it
really?
was
How
like
many
5
was
of-
that?
I think I had like 5 or 6 Chelsea players by the end of the
Wow.
It was
But
great.
you're lucky Chelsea did all right last season.
No,
I didn't do okay.
Not his players.
Oh, you
Not my
did.
players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I had her.
Yeah.
Excuse me. This is the thing, like players like Joel Linton, they're probably not getting many minutes in Brazil. I don't think. I think Richarlison has that.
Oh, that's a smart call. Thinking about the World Cup.
Yeah, and like
I think
Alan
so.
Saint-Maximin, I don't think is getting too many minutes for France if he even gets into that really stacked midfield they have.
So the World Cup's going to be a big deciding factor here. And
I mean, that's
competition
why
and the Premier
Haaland was
League.
my. That's why I picked Haaland over De Bruyne when I had the
Yeah.
choice, because Norway aren't in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happens if Haaland uses that break and fattens up?
He'll be a fat goal
Then what are
scorer
you
like
gonna do?
Like
He'll be
Ronaldo
fat.
the phenomenon. Remember him? He was fat. He
Of
scored
course.
goals.
Yeah, but
It'll be
he's
Pat
a
Ron.
monster. That's a monster. That's
Ron
one of my
Reborn.
favorite strikers. You don't see a
Here's
complete
my
striker like
captain.
that.
He's our captain, Martin Odegaard. What a player.
Top player, man. This could be his season, bro.
He's unreal, man.
My favorite's Martinelli, but Odegaard, without Odegaard, we can't even move the ball in midfield, bro.
Is Ward-Prowse gonna break David Beckham's record from free kick goals this season?
No way. Are you joking?
The only point you ever get from Ward-Prowse is free kicks or pens.
What? That's crazy. He's definitely got to play more games.
Yeah, well, he went and won the Champions League with Real Madrid, and managed to buy an MLS football club for 20 million, and they now go for 300 million.
I know, that's because he made the stadium. That's why.
No, he got his friends to finance the stadium.
Yeah,
but
I know.
The franchise fee is now 300 million. He got given a franchise fee for 20 million for joining the MLS. So that's not even just the price of the stadium. This is the price for being allowed to own a team.
The rich always gets richer.
But, yeah.
That's insane, actually.
Yeah.
It's like LeBron James. He converted his 5% share of Liverpool into a 2% share of the whole Fenway group, and now he's,
But I think the best brand done by a sports person is either Jordan or Ronaldo, in my opinion. Just the brand, the coolness of the brand, and just. I remember when Jordan.
Ricky. I am.
That's good.
It's risky, but I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, you dick! There's my next pick.
Martial. Oh God. Are we already in that part of the draft? People are wanting to buy.
So I stacked my defense and I've literally got nothing else. So.
I did notice that.
No, but that's the tactic this year. Is big at the back. Big at the back is the tactic this year.
Big at the back.
Although Ricky
obviously I didn't get the memo.
Big at the back with centre backs. If you're going big at the back, you want fullbacks, mate. That's where the real ceiling for points is.
Yeah. Get rotated too easily.
Not unless you get Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
If you get defenders, you want them to be, centre backs. You want them to be scoring a lot of corner kicks and penalties.
Yeah, bro. I know. I'm just teasing you, man.
Mike and Diaz who have been well good in the air. So.
Yeah. Good choice.
So can you not take 2 minutes to make 2 picks? I've got a plan, but takes 2 minutes to make 2 picks. Something tells me your plan's out the window, mate.
Survey the options, mate. Survey the options.
And you were bluffing the whole day. You don't have a plan.
Did somebody actually pick Ronaldo? It must have been my cousin.
What's wrong with that? Ronaldo was still banging the goals, bro.
If he plays, he'll score. Ronaldo on any given week can get a hat trick. You just never know what he's going to do.
Dude, by the end of the season, Ronaldo banging 15 goals. Easy.
Yeah, he'll definitely.
If he hasn't moved to Bayern by then.
No, but it doesn't matter which Premier League club he plays for. You can put him in the bottom club. He'll still bang in 15 goals.
I bet you that he's going to be at Bayern before the end of the window.
Yeah.
Alright, I might take that bet.
Yeah, but Fadim did get him.
Yeah, he did get him.
There was an inaction miss. Wow, no defenders yet, Mr. Number 9. Stacking up the mid and
I always tank my defense, and
Yeah.
especially in the draft league, as you know. Who's already picked a keeper other than Nader?
Oh, Lingard, what a pick.
I know who.
Jay Ling.
I know who, man. Boom, baby.
Oh.
That's who.
Rob.
Oh,
Rob
Ramsdale.
also did one.
Aaron Ramsdale, what a keeper. Oh, Koulibaly was still available?
I was 50-50 with him.
Yes, same.
It's like how quickly was he going to
Because Chelsea's a bit
Get into
iffy at the moment. That's why.
Surely they won't stay iffy for that long.
No.
Yeah, but that's the
They'll
thing.
sort them. Look at the team they have and the manager they have. They won't stay like that.
No, we'll sort ourselves out.
But it depends, guys, because and
they
I'm
might
sure
be a
Chelsea,
team that leaks goals, so you don't necessarily
the
want
Chelsea
defenders.
structure is not the same that you're used to in the last 20 years. One, the Russian oligarch is gone. So it's a different structure there. The Americans have to understand the game. They treat every game, like a business model, like a franchise. In America, it's different because there's so much more culture and passion in football. So it depends how quickly they grasp that. And, like they jumped almost to sign Ronaldo. You know what I mean? That
No,
if
we
we
were
are to
never
believe the
selling
reports.
Ronaldo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the owners were interested because from a business sense, Ronaldo is a beautiful signing because they'll make
even
money
from a
on him.
football point of view, Ronaldo is a good signing. But
Of course, it is, but it's going to disrupt the structure,
Yeah, no,
So
it wasn't from a team management thing. But the team management thing's the manager, right? Like they were never going to actually get him signed.
I
They could
think
talk
Chelsea
about it.
Chelsea should just back their manager 100%. Tuchel is a world-class manager. All he needs is support and for them to trust him and then see how it goes because it's going to be tough for them because the defense, they're changing the entire defense, bro. It's going to take a little bit of time
to
to
do with
adjust.
Tuchel or with anything else. Like they 100% were backing Tuchel. They were going after him. He said, "Go. These are my targets."
Yeah.
They went after them.
Yeah.
They went after them hard, and then Barcelona
Yeah, it
came
was
along.
just unfortunate. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, have
And that
some
isn't
money.
the
We don't
first
know.
time Barca and Chelsea have butted heads. Going back to Champions League games and stuff, they've always, butted heads. But it was also, and it's also interesting if Chelsea can gazump Man City's move, for that fullback, the Brighton fullback, who I don't think is valued at 50 mil, but it'd still be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
I don't see obviously Barcelona's big club, but I don't see the appeal now. All the players,
I agree.
All the players these days just choose Barcelona over any other club, but they're not what they used to be.
It's a TV move, especially if you're a young player. If you're there for 2 or 3 years, you can then go on to get a much bigger contract at a club like a Real Madrid or not a Real Madrid, like a Bayern Munich or a PSG.
I still think the Spanish league, to me, I reckon it's terrible.
But you're guaranteed Champions League football at Barca at the end of the day.
I would rather the Bundesliga than
the reason why you'd go to Barca is probably because of the project that they believe they can work under Xavi. But for me, even if you go down 20, 25 years, I've always thought Barca was just a dog club because they don't have players with class. They don't act with class, in my opinion. And Barca always does dodgy stuff throughout the history of the club. It's not, even when Rijkaard was manager, that's what hits me. That's what upsets me about Barca. I find them cheats. I find them crooks. I've always felt that way about them. Of course, I'm an Arsenal fan. I feel hard done by, in our final. But it's not to do with that. If you just look at what happened with Chelsea, when Rijkaard was the manager, those 2 Champions League semi-finals, and even if you look throughout history on how they are when they pick players and how. Now look what happened. The crooks run the club, to the ground. So for me, I don't think it doesn't feel any good to say I play for Barca. If you say Real Madrid, okay, fine. They got a history of doing things a certain way. They got it's all different. It's class there, So.
Also, on a side note, Ricky, Neto, good pick that.
Yes, man. Said, got a plan.
What, just pick everyone that you've got in your normal fantasy team?
Nah, all my fantasy picks were picked in that first round, man.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What have you gone for? Have you gone for 3 premiums, 2 premiums?
Hey, my team
Robbo is picking Luke. Nice. Oh, you picked a Spurs player, Adam.
I picked 2 Spurs players.
Oh, you picked Son though. Son's fine.
Oh, no. 3? No, sorry, 3. I wasn't counting Son. 3 Spurs players.
Spurs are going to be good this season, I reckon. I hate to say it, but...
I hate to say it too.
I have picked them for 3rd.
Yeah.
Bro, Antonio Conte is a good manager.
Oh, definitely.
100%. That's the X factor for Spurs.
And a bunch of their players are probably not getting many minutes at the World Cup as well.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Harry Kane, if England go really far, will, and Son, if South Korea go really far. But yeah. I mean, Perisic, Croatia aren't that good at the moment.
You mean Ericsson?
Not
Yeah.
a bad pick.
Look, the rest may as well be auto draft now because it's all defenders and goalkeepers for me. I'm just like, yeah.
Well, Casey pushing into the limits. Oh, there we go. Bailey.
We're in.
What do people think about Wolves this season?
Hard to tell, eh?
Yeah.
They've looked good in pre-season, I'm not going to lie.
There has been that.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Man, I don't know. Do you think Pulisic is gonna get enough game time? Tough one.
No.
no.
Not enough game time.
Then I'm going with Bundia. Hopefully he'll get some game time. Man, what happened to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh. And now's the fun part. This is the fun part.
Yeah.
Super players are left. You've got to find the hidden gems.
I was feeling a bit sad for Fardeen's auto picks since he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 in and Ronaldo.
And Ronaldo. And Thiago Silva.
And Thiago Silva. Did manage Grealish and Madison, so. And Fernandes.
Yeah. See, even if you actually do a bit of a draft order before the draft starts, because, like, this is why I was okay about going downstairs to give Yara her medicine, because I'm like, oh, worst case scenario, I draft Salah. You know?
Yeah, oh well.
Oh, does the auto draft pick the next best player? Is that how it works?
Yeah, so you can set up an auto draft, so I'm like, okay, it would have picked Salah. I'm like,
understood.
About that.
But also, sometimes the draft rank that they give players isn't the...
Yeah, but you can choose your draft order.
You can redo it beforehand if you want. Otherwise, you just got their standard one.
Yeah.
The problem is, if you haven't done your own one, you got the standard one.
And then there's issues like the fact that Haaland's what? Like, he wasn't that high up on the draft rank, was he?
Oh, reasonably high, but not super high.
Like,
no.
Yeah.
He's still top 10.
He was high up on the popular demand list.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're picking Huang. White.
I knew Nadir would pick these Asian players. He loves them.
I think Wolves are gonna be pretty good defensively. I think Connor Cody's very underrated as a player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
I think the team which needs a right back should consider buying him.
Probably so.
He's more suited to centre back, isn't he?
We need one of those too.
Yeah. Sure.
How long is...
Hey, look, Aspie's staying, so you can't complain.
Yeah, actually, Chelsea's got fair centre backs. They've got they've just signed Koulibaly. You've got SP. Like,
we were just losing
Silva.
Yeah, we managed to keep a few in the back.
It would have been if you got Koundé. It would have been unreal.
Oh,
Koulibaly and Koundé. Oh my God.
They were linked with Koundé from last season. I'm glad they haven't got him. That would be game over.
He's a fucking good
beast.
player, man.
Him and Koulibaly would be just insane.
Oh, Ricky going for Andreas already.
Yeah, man. He's like you said earlier. He's going to be a focal point of the average team.
Yeah, but Fulham ain't gonna do shit, bro.
Yeah, he still needs to get things.
Mitrovic is gonna have a billion shots and
Fulham
probably
conceded 8 goals twice last season in the Championship.
He does it. He bounces.
In the Premier League. Last time Fulham were in the Premier League, Mitrovic got like 6 goals in the whole season.
But he destroys Championship, and then he comes up and he's average.
Exactly. So why would you?
Why would you? You have basically explained why not to draft him, like in your own words.
Yeah, I'm not getting Mitrovic, but Andreas will be good. Andreas is going to be the.
Mitrovic was already.
Andreas is a good player. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but good player or not, it's a question of points.
Yeah.
He's going to be the focal point. Anything.
Tom Brady's a really good player. I never drafted him in my fantasy NFL team.
Mitrovic is clearly the focal point of Fulham, not Pereira.
Yeah. Pereira's a good
how do
player. I was sad to lose him.
How do you think Mitrovic is going to get any ball?
That's true. He's going to be an assist merchant. Oh, long late.
Hey, oh yeah. Pick players who I know are gonna get starting minutes.
I should probably get a keeper in my team. Not gonna lie.
My strategy last season was the best. I just picked the 2 Newcastle keepers. So if one of them were injured, I always had a starter.
For the draft, that's actually a very solid strategy. Is pick the 2 keepers from one club.
I didn't realize how bad Newcastle were going to be at the start of the season, though.
Okay, Newcastle was probably the bad option there, but still, the actual strategy is fine.
In regular fantasy, is anyone going for the 2 Leicester keepers at 4 mil?
Why?
No.
Just a question. Just putting it out there. Is anyone?
Ramsdale is there for 5 mil. Like, why?
There's all extra mil there.
And Ramsdale is like gonna play so many games.
Yeah.
He's gonna play every game because we just sold
every game. You're not gonna have Turner come in the league for him unless he's injured.
I was about to say unless Ramsdale's injured, he's playing.
No, Ramsdale might get a suspension though. He might pick up a few yellows. That's a legit concern for Ramsdale.
He is a reckless guy.
He's basically like Jens Lehmann, like, you know.
He's not that reckless. Are you joking? Jens Lehmann means red cards. That's what Lehmann.
But was he ever wrong? Every time he got into an argument, he was actually right. And this, like, you know, the shithouser.
Lehmann is just a pure winner, man. He doesn't like to lose. He challenged Khan, Oliver Khan. That's not easy.
Yeah. I rate Jens Lehmann. I agree. He's a great keeper.
Is Pepe going to prison? Sure he is, eh?
Wait, which one? Which one? The one from Arsenal or the centre back?
I thought the Arsenal one was Partey.
The Partey that's going to prison.
It's Partey that he was.
Yeah.
Someone was going.
Yeah,
to
the party is up. It's no longer party time.
It's like Mason Greenwood. We don't.
No,
he's still on.
Partey played the other day. He's been like
No, I'm pretty sure he's going to prison, eh?
Bro, he was
like,
playing literally last week against fucking Sevilla.
Certain he's going to prison.
I read somewhere that his charges got dropped,
No way.
There wasn't enough.
Chelsea gonna get Nathan Ake?
Yeah, I should have gone for him, but no.
That's why I've been like, do I want to get Ake? Is he going to get brought?
At Chelsea, he'll get minutes. At City, no.
Exactly.
I like Eze. Eze's a good little player.
Still a lot of centre back. There's still a few fullbacks who are not bad left here. Not gonna lie, I'm happy that I managed to get Target and Cody, given how late I went into this defense.
Yeah.
How long is Tierney's injury?
Not long.
He's rumoured he could start on the bench.
75% chance.
That's good though. That's good for Arsenal because then that means Zinchenko will go midfield.
Let's see. Let's see what Arteta's got in his head. Let's see what happens with Partey to begin with. That's going to be the key. Maybe he knows something we don't. If there's no more Partey time, then Zinchenko definitely got a slot in there.
I have mixed emotions when it comes to Xhaka.
Yeah, same. Only because now he's going to be playing a bit out of position as well.
He can be quality in some games, and then he can be an absolute fucking idiot in the others.
Yeah, I know. It's just that if he had a little bit more pace and agility, it would have been perfect. But he's just missing that.
He lacks composure.
Yeah, 100%. But in a way, I kind of like us having players like Xhaka and Gabriel, a couple of players that, are like thugs in the team. Otherwise, we're just a bunch of pussies.
But he needs to tone it down so he doesn't get red cards every fucking third game.
Oh yeah, that definitely. But you'll see whenever there's a.
I have two players like that in your team. You can't have two walking card machines.
Yeah. Doesn't quite.
Why the previous Arsenal squad, the Invincibles, they were all like that. Vieira, apart from Gilberto, he was the pussy. Henry was the biggest, rebel rouser.
But like... Henry did shithousery, but never got carded. This is the thing. Vieira took all the cards.
Yeah, Vieira doesn't give a fuck.
One of the greatest rivalries that I've loved is Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane.
Of course.
They hated each other. They fucking hated each other.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I loved it when Man United, Van Nistelrooy missed that PK and then they got slapped around like that.
It was Martin Keown, just like went right into It was so good.
It just boiled over. It was so embarrassing, yet it was just funny to watch.
I hated Van Nistelrooy.
Kian and all came out and said how embarrassed they were because their kids saw it, but the faces Kian was making when he was punching around and stuff, it was funny. The English
Kian was embarrassed like
Calgary in 48.
What's more embarrassing is Wenger didn't say a word. The players weren't even punished. Like, that's crazy.
No, but Wenger had a very specific attitude then. Like, he was basically doing an us against the world thing with the team. He can't then just go, oh yeah, you guys also like can now. I'm gonna punish you for following my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is to have a punch up. And we were lucky to even win that game. The Man United had like 20-something shots. We had like 3 from memory.
That's why you can never just be a slave to the XG.
Mm-hmm.
Analytics isn't everything.
Don't tell that to Brentford.
For Brentford, maybe, yeah. But I mean, the results are unmistakable for Brentford, so can't really argue with that. Emerson Royale's gonna leave Spurs, isn't he? Luke Shaw's not gonna start games, yeah. Just go Doherty, that's the smart pick. He's gonna get games. And Matt Doherty pushes up to the midfield a lot for Spurs.
There's that.
He's like a budget Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like, for Conte, it's just sort of, Conte has really improved him. Like, he was already pretty good, but you know.
That always defines how good a manager is, when they can improve players.
Like, if you can improve a player who's already good, you know.
Yeah,
like a player who's... If you can improve a shitty player, like, you know, there's room for improvement. But if you can improve somebody who's already pretty good, like, help them find another dimension.
Correct. As a top manager, you always have to be improving your players. Doesn't matter who they are.
Those players are gonna run through walls for you because they see, they see the improvement and the improved.
But that's also what attracts players to managers. That's one of the main things.
I mean, Conte likes his wingbacks, doesn't he?
Should I go with him, Nketiah or Alvarez?
Alvarez.
All right, I'll go Nketiah then.
Because everybody know,
That was done right.
No, because I realized, I think Nketiah is gonna get a bit more game time. Who knows?
That's
Yeah,
true, but
Alvarez
Alvarez will get lots of game time after in the Christmas period, which is when you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
double headers.
True.
Because the Christmas fixtures start right after the World Cup.
Yeah, it's pretty
I was gonna say,
congested.
they wouldn't have signed them if they weren't going to play him at all.
Yeah. Like
Who
this
am I
is
gonna
the one.
pay? Yates, Pulisic, Rodri, Fabio Vieira. Oh man, this is so exciting. 4-0.
I think this season
Gallagher? Conor
quantity is
Gallagher
more
going to
important
Chelsea?
than quality for your
Is that
squad.
Conor Gallagher going to Chelsea?
Conor
No,
Gallagher
that-
was
that-
always
he's
at
always
Chelsea. He was
Chelsea.
just loaned.
a Chelsea player.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Chelsea loaned him. Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
That's why I'll go for Rodri. Oh, I'm happy with my team. Super happy.
Good.
I'm joking, bro. You can never be happy, man.
Should always be happy.
Yeah, it's just you guys all taking all the top players. What could I do? I'm like hovering around the Sharks, just trying to get some tidbits here and there.
Look, it could be worse. You could be Farzine, unfortunately. The youngest player in this draft who's like absolutely been screwed. Who's still available for here? Oh yeah. Apparently, the best keeper last year from a expected goals perspective was Pickford.
Wow.
He only
Only 'cause he got
conceded
saved.
25 goals, and the expected goals conceded was 45.
Wow.
So like incredible expected goals numbers. So he was the
That
best
is,
shot, the best
So
shot
he'll
stopper
get
in the
you.
league.
He won't get you clean sheets, but he'll get you save points.
Yeah.
This cracks me up when goalkeepers are referred to as good shot stoppers. You're like, it's your one fucking job.
Yeah, well done for doing your job.
Yeah, you're just like,
The thing you're paid for.
oh, he's a great shot stopper. You're like, you'd hope so. That's why he's wearing. The
Oh,
glove.
like, what's his name? Fabian Barthez was a terrible shot stopper, but he was really good at controlling the area and just making sure and distributing the ball. So he
And
should have been seen a bit.
Chesney was really good at smoking.
Yeah. Like that's the one player on the team who can smoke and it's fine. Like there's no problem.
Alright. Who of these remaining defenders do I
Technically,
actually want?
cigarettes make you more alert too, so you know.
Not if there's some green mixed in there.
Is there any suggestion that that's what Chesney did?
Relaxed. Less likely to make a mistake. More relaxed.
I tell you what, he won't be stopping any shots after that.
He didn't stop too many shots anyway.
No, he was pretty decent, bro. He was playing when he was 19 for Arsenal. He moved to Juventus. He started every game.
Alright.
It's Fred.
Yeah, two midfielders to go there, Ricky.
No.
Get your 2 picks.
Can you not pick Fred? What are you up to?
I don't know if I trust Vieira. Does Vieira get any game points? I don't know.
What happens in
Well,
draft?
if
You're
Marty
forced to
goes to
pick
prison-
Fred.
I think at this
Prison,
point,
mate, Vieira's in.
yeah, at this point there's not a lot of choices. I mean, come on.
Blast from the past, mate.
Alright, who's going in?
Oh yeah, I know who I'm picking next. Still
Who's
there.
going in?
I'm just gonna
Who?
pick some goalkeeper.
I already picked my goalkeepers.
Just some goalkeeper.
I've just got one left. Like,
My only spot left is a goalkeeper.
Only spot left is a centre back. Oh, you picked Cafu. This is a great pick if it was 2002.
He's coming back. He's going to be good.
He's coming
He's
back.
a legend. I wouldn't doubt it.
It runs in the name, mate.
yeah. To be fair to Ricky, like, there's not a lot of choices at this point in time. He's got to the end of the draft,
No.
and still picking
midfield's
midfielders.
pretty dry. Yeah,
Yeah.
midfield's pretty dry.
Who am I going with?
How'd that plan of yours work out, bro? The
Yeah,
midfield wonderfully like.
defenses. I will go him.
He ended up with having to pick two midfielders at the very end.
Bangs goals. Tell you what, Suchek bangs goals here and there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
You know that one game week where you just need a random player to pop up with points to win you the week. It'll be Suchek.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
There you go. I've got my one. It's a bit more balanced this year than last year.
I'm not liking mine, to be honest. I might have to.
So how'd that plan go, bro?
No, it's all right. It's just
a great plan.
This is what Ricky always drops. I'm not liking mine, but secretly fucking loves it. Ricky's rubbing his hands right now, going, yes, this went exactly how I planned it.
Yeah. He did go defender strong. That's clearly the plan.
And was definitely loaded up on defenders.
Yeah.
Ricky's plan, you could tell, was big at the back as soon as he started.
Yeah.
Look at.
I'm happy with my team. There's nobody here who I go. I was forced to pick that guy.
Definitely wanted 2 starting City defenders because City's opening run of fixtures is insane.
It actually is unreal, eh?
Yeah.
They're like
Just
clean.
De Bruyne is going to absolutely pile me up points, I reckon. Especially week 2 against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Against Bournemouth, De Bruyne is going to have an absolute masterclass, I reckon.
Yeah, I think
even Haaland will probably run riot.
Yeah,
I reckon at the end of once people come back from the World Cup, because Haaland is not going to be there, he's just going to monster every defense.
Yeah.
That comes back.
I reckon it's a good shout to be fair.
Doctor is picking now.
Oh, there we go.
That's done.
All done. Where's my team? Let me have a look. What a team.
What a team.
Is it though?
It's well balanced. I'm not going to lie. Very well balanced.
For me, my team's awesome because it's a vibing team. So no matter what I pick, it's pretty vibing.
As long as you get the vibes, it's all good.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm happy with the vibes off my team.
Not going to lie, the only part of my team that I don't like is probably the forwards. Everything else I do like.
Malpai and Dewtastic.
Oh, I'm actually super pleased with my team.
They pop up with goals.
So City are playing West Ham first up, right?
Yeah, correct. That's why I bought Antonio, because he loves scoring goals.
Fair enough.
He was my surprise pick last season. I got him in my draft.
Dude, Antonio's a beast. If anyone's scoring for West Ham, it's him.
Jared Bowen, mate.
Bowen's there to get the assist, for sure.
Bowen. 2 goals against Man City last time they played.
I know, just teasing you, bro. Bowen's a top player. That's why he's coming to Arsenal. There's links.
No chance he's coming to Arsenal, not this season.
No, it's not happening because West Ham's not going to let him go. They'd be stupid to let him go. And they just bought... Who did they buy? They bought Skamaka, I think.
Yeah, Skamaka from the...
I'm keen to see him.
Skamaka's a giant. He's 1 meter. He's 1.95 meters.
Bullshit.
Wow. Last time they bought a player like that, who was it? Sebastian Haller. He didn't do that great. He didn't do that.
Yeah, he got testicular cancer, bro. Give him a break.
No, he's just got it now. Have it while he was at West Ham.
But you see, the problem with the Premier League is doesn't matter how good you are, unless you're like a really top athlete, it's going to take you a little bit of time to adjust because the game is played in a different speed and level, and the reason for that, I've always said, is because of the refereeing. The refereeing. The refereeing allows for so much of it, and that's why we all love it. If you go back 20 years, the league wasn't as exciting because there wasn't as many foreign players in the league. As soon as the league started getting more foreign players in who were technically good and robust, the league quality just shot through the roof. It's so exciting now. All these fans have come together.
Because players who usually get fouled and they fly all over the place. Refs let that little shit like that go in England, so it's way more physical. So players get bullied, absolutely bullied.
No, but there's a reason for that. English Premier League, even if you go back 30 years, that was predominantly how they played football because English players very rarely have very good technical skills. You can only name me maybe 4 or 5 in the history of the sport. But English players generally apart from now, if you look at history, they didn't have much, footballing skills. It was all a lot of thuggery. So that's why the league was ref like that. In the Italian league, the Italians are arrogant. They think they're going to teach football to everybody. So their league, the refereeing is a bit more technical. And the Spanish league, is a mixture of the two, right?
Yeah.
So, that's why I always say, man, I'd love to see Madrid or Barca, play a midweek game against Stoke or West Ham when it's freaking raining like crazy in London, against West Ham, away game.
Can they do it on a cold
in the weather, bro? Yeah.
Go up Newcastle in the middle of winter, snow on the pitch. See how they go then.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, I'm sure they'll end up winning or whatnot, but it might be a game where they might
not a guarantee.
Get a couple of players injured.
Barca and Real Madrid a few times under Bobby Robson in the early 2000s. Back when they were a regular champ. It's one of those things because Bobby Robson got fired from Newcastle for finishing 5th, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, if he had finished 4th that season, Roman Abramovich would have bought Newcastle instead of Chelsea.
100%.
Because they would have qualified for the Champions League.
Actually, Young was trying to sell Newcastle for the last God knows how long. And he got a great deal too. In the end. Yeah. But let's see, when the league kicks off, it's so unpredictable now in the Premier League. Apart from the top 2 teams who are like miles above everybody else, the rest is just open space. Like West Ham have actually recruited really well. I have a soft spot for West Ham because we lived right next to West Ham Park in London. But I still go for Arsenal. But in terms of the club in itself, it's run in a good way. They've got a good manager. I reckon.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like West Ham. I do like.
Yeah, they'd be a dark horse. And of course the Uniteds and the Arsenals, the Chelseas and the Tottenham, they're all going to be there. I think out of like Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, and Man United, I think Tottenham are the ones who are probably leading that pack, and that's mainly because of the X factor of the manager.
100%. Conte's going to take them.
I don't think Ten Hag in his first season...
Exactly, sad as it is. I fully agree.
Ten Hag in his first season in England is not going to finish in the top 4. Like Guardiola finished 4th in his first season.
No, but United are in a rebuilding phase completely, and they've got unrest. Arsenal faced this 3 seasons ago. So it's going to... If you guys need to have a project, and it's going to take time, basically. That's the way I see it. But Man United still have enough quality players to try and fight for at least 4th and 5th,
I think United will finish 6th.
And they have such good players. Like individually, they have really good players for most part.
Yeah, correct. I agree.
But their players got no training for the last 3 seasons, literally.
Because they have stand-in coaches.
And literally everybody's regressed because, their coach basically ran it on vibes for 3 seasons. And that worked during COVID because everybody needed vibes.
Yeah.
But,
the problem with United also is...
He went downhill last season. He had a shit season last season.
Yeah.
United have top players, man. Sancho, Martial, these are like top players. The goalkeepers, solid. They've still got Ronaldo. But it just depends on on the fields, the vibe, the cohesion. Ronaldo doesn't want to be there. If Ronaldo's like, nah, this is it, and takes wants to lead the young kids, I'm sure they can start building something.
We have an angry Ronaldo, then it's good. If we have a demoralized Ronaldo, then no.
Yes, I agree. That's what I mean. But the players, I think United should have never tried to stop Ronaldo from not leaving. They should have said, all right, and just gotten rid of him, and then just recruit try to go for all the top young players. Like going after De Jong when clearly he doesn't want to come to the club, I think it's just wasting. Rather follow the Arsenal strategy or the one that Liverpool used.
De Jong doesn't want to come. He just wants his money from Barca. Would you give up $3 million worth of money you were promised?
Yeah, but when you're that rich, does it really fucking matter?
No.
He could fall down a flight of stairs tomorrow and his career's over.
I agree. Yeah.
You can't leave that sort of money.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
But the thing is, how can Barca be allowed to go and sign players if they're not paying players wages?
Why? Lewandowski's not been registered. They've got
Lewandowski and Rafinha, and they've sold.
They're not registered yet.
Not registered yet.
They're not registered yet. La Liga said.
They sold 10% to balance their book, and they're meant to sell another 5%. I heard.
Yeah, but that's not going to be enough. Though I do think that that strategy is clever. They've only sold their TV rights. They haven't sold.
No, dude, that's not clever. Selling TV rights is just.
No, it's super clever because nobody's going to watch these games on TV in 10 years. Everybody's going to stream. They haven't sold their streaming rights.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. No, but there's still money in TV rights because from advertisers. They'll still, as long as they show it on TV, the people that have bought the rights.
5 years, it's a good deal for the company buying it in the next 5 years. But after 5 years, they're not going to be worth shit because everybody's just going to have a La Liga pass and then watch all the games on streaming, or like or from Barcelona TV or something like that.
Also, how dumb is Gerard Piqué? Who cheats on Shakira, bro?
Yeah.
Barcelona.
That is a good question. Yeah.
It's time for Gerard Piqué to leave. He should go back to United.
He wanted to. Can you imagine Piqué and Varane? Like.
Look at the contrast of centre backs that United have at the moment. They've got Raphael Varane, and then they've got Harry Maguire next to him. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Maguire's actually not bad. But
Maguire's absolutely trained horribly.
No, he's not that. He just lost his confidence after he couldn't handle the big move and the media pressure. But I think if that's lifted off him, he'll still won't be a bad player. And also the way because he's slow, his reading of the game is a bit weak. That's where he gets outdone positional sense.
I don't think he's horrible, but he's definitely not a world-class centre back. He's mid. He's mid.
Harry Maguire is the reason why everybody thinks De Gea is the best shot stopper in the league.
De Gea is a fucking
because
good
people
shot stopper. What are you talking
keep
about?
watching. He is a really good shot stopper, but he's not
joking. De Gea is one of the top goalkeepers in football right now.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that he's not statistically the best because nobody watches Everton games, and everybody watches United games, and they all see Maguire do bullshit, and then De Gea saves their ass, and they're like, "Oh, he's such a good keeper."
He is a good shot stopper, but
he is a super shot stopper. Super, except he's just not aggressive enough.
He does so much bullshit he shouldn't need to do. At any other club, he would.
He lacks confidence and he's not good with the ball at his feet, and he's not good at rushing. But shot stopping is unbelievable.
Have you seen him in preseason? He's actually passing with the ball on his feet. It's like Oleg just didn't train him.
But then, can I tell you one thing? According to the conversation we had earlier, then that means De Gea is going above and beyond because he gets paid to just shot stop, right? So now he's playing the ball at his feet. He's going above and beyond.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, I'm joking, bro.
I was going to say every goalkeeper and nowadays should be able to play with the ball.
Correct. I was being sarcastic because football has evolved now. Nowadays, as new upcoming keepers come out, they'll all have to be good on the ball because otherwise there's not enough space up in the front. To create the space now, you have to get the goalkeeper involved.
Exactly.
Because they're so fast at covering ground. Like if you look at the football players now compared to 20 years ago, there was so much more space.
I still think one of the greatest injustices that ever happened for individual awards is 2014. Both the Ballon d'Or and Best Player at the World Cup award should have gone to Neuer because he was the reason Germany won that World Cup.
Defenders and keepers never get it though, do they?
No, Cannavaro got the Ballon d'Or, and Yachians won it.
They're a very low percentage. Like
I know that's super, but he was clearly the best player in that tournament.
Oliver Kahn wasn't too bad either.
No, yeah, but Oliver Kahn made a mistake in the final that conceded a goal, so that's always gonna make you look bad when they're deciding like. But Neuer basically carried them through the group stages. Like they could defend on such a high line thanks to him.
He evolved goalkeeping. He was the one that started playing aggressively, passing the ball around. Apart from the Colombian goalkeeper Higuita back in the day.
I still reckon the Ballon d'Or's a popularity contest, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not fully legit. Like Lewandowski should have got it the other year. Lewandowski definitely should have got it the other year.
I do think Benzema deserves it if he wins it this year.
Oh, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Benzema's class. One player.
Like
Benzema literally carried Real Madrid on his shoulders last season.
To a double.
I
was watching that City game and I was like...
To a fucking double, Emran, you're right.
Real were not the best team in La Liga.
100%.
They won La Liga and they were not the best team in Champions League. And they won
it. Yeah.
all because
But the
of
thing is, a
breezed.
good team always finds a way, right? A good team, even when they're
Oh, yeah.
playing bad, they always find a way, and that was Real Madrid last season. They
No,
always
They
find a
relied
way.
heavily on
a
Benzema
team
and it worked.
they were a team being built. Benzema's the talisman that built that team. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but the sort of thing Benzema did, you can't do under a manager like Tuchel or Guardiola. You can't have a talismanic player who's so influential. And like,
can't
Ancelotti's the
you
sort of
can't
manager
forget
who thrives on having players like that.
Casemiro and Modric, though.
Yeah.
Like, those two are like the heartbeat of Real Madrid.
True, but they're not the, you know, they're not the talisman. They're not the guy who, like, while he's
people
on
in
the
the
pitch, all
background
the
that
young
pull the
players
strings.
try their best because they know if they give him one chance, he's gonna score and put them back in the game. Like that City game was like literally.
That was unreal.
But the best game was the Liverpool one. The best game I've seen the Liverpool's comeback. Was that against Barca? Who was that against?
The Champions League final?
Corner taken quickly.
The corner, yeah.
Origi.
Oh.
That was like the Gerrard victory back in the day against AC Milan.
Yeah. To be fair, everybody was expecting an all-English final because of the way City played both legs. But yeah.
I still can't get over that comeback from Liverpool, actually. That Origi
Unbelievable.
corner. He didn't even know it was coming. Like, Trent called his name, like, halfway through the cross. That, like, it was already on its way to Origi, and he just spun and tapped it in without even, like...
It's just chemistry within the team and the cohesion.
It was unreal. It's unreal.
That is good, yeah. That's always a good sign of a good team.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's part of any team where, you know, any team game where, you know, you rely on others. The instinct is phenomenal, even in basketball.
On the other hand, it's absolutely criminal defending from Barca. How are you all turning your backs on a corner? What are you doing? Like that was
exactly.
Because no one
they
ever
caught them
does
off
it.
guard for sure.
No, but
And
you don't set up for a corner with no one watching for the short ball or like.
It's such an important
corner,
game.
like,
No one ever does it. So like,
Xavi must have been spitting tax at those players, like.
Yeah, but you've
afterwards.
got to always look at the corner because if they take a quick corner, like someone close by, no one was was.
That's what I'm saying.
corner
Can you name for me another time in like Champions League matches like that actually are
Never.
meaningful, that someone's done it? No one ever does it. Everyone waits and sets
It can
up.
happen, and it can happen after extra time when players are super tired and like.
Yeah.
You've put in an impact substitute.
That is
right
true though. Barca probably
not in a big game like that.
So you can't blame them for not like. It's not like they all just switched off. They were all just resetting like you would for any other corner.
Or even a throw-in. Arsenal have done it even from throw-ins like that.
I remember what's his name, Rory.
Martinelli.
What's his name? He used to play for Stoke. Rory Delap was like Arsenal's weakness.
He is the longest throw-in I've ever seen him alive.
Yeah.
But
That
he
was
was like
unreal.
he was legitimately Arsenal's weakness because for some reason he always managed to find Peter Crouch.
Have you seen
No, because Arsenal's weakness is defending in the air, always. They were weak.
Seen that clip? The clip where the goalkeeper gets caught with the ball at his feet and he kicks it out for a corner rather than a throw because Rory Delap was on the other team.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
That's hilarious.
I'd rather
That is
concede
funny
corner
as.
than throwing.
That is super funny.
Anyways, guys, great talking to you all, but I'm gonna bounce. It's FIFA time.
Hey.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah. Likewise, guys. Catch up with you all later. Take care. Bye.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro.
Do you guys have a look at the game week 1 fixtures for us?
Yes.
Is that out already?
Yeah, that's already out.
What's our
I think
game week 1 fixture?
Give me Ricky first week.
No, that's
got
me.
Adam.
No.
I'm gonna.
No,
he's
but
gonna
what's
be
our
quiet.
league?
First round. Please destroy him first round.
He can't.
Me?
He's just.
I've,
Where do you see the fixtures?
if you go to league and then instead of standings, go fixtures.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I've also put it in chat
Colour
here
against
too.
Fulham.
Oh, I've got another first round. 100%.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Casey's got
Do you
Harding.
See other people's teams?
Well, if you go back to the draft room, you can look in there.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
Getting
What's
like
Niger got?
getting like 35, 40 points just from my 5 defenders this week.
Jesus,
Oh,
Darwin,
They get the back, eh?
Big at the back.
Darwin Núñez, if he starts, is gonna have a, because Fulham's gonna concede goals against Liverpool.
Do you know what? Ricky, your name on the draft is spelt with like lowercase r and lowercase a, and it really annoys me. Like everyone else's name has capitals except for you.
His head already, just in his head already.
I feel like this is a reason to go change our names to all have lowercase.
I'm not gonna lie, Ricky, your defense is fucking unreal.
Saliba's been so good in the preseason too. Like he's actually.
I don't know why he got loaned out. Like he's a fucking good.
It's because he was young, and we loaned him out to go do exactly this: go off and play lots of games and get good, and come back.
Saliba,
and
he's a good player.
We'll start you every week, and it's exactly what we're about to do.
It'll be him. I reckon it'll be him. We'll play like a 3 centre back, and I reckon our 2 wing backs will be like up and down. But I reckon it'll be like Ben White, Saliba, and Gabriel. That'll be our 3, I reckon.
Chris Wood gonna have a better season for Newcastle.
It's hard, because they play
the number 1 though.
Is he?
Chris Wood's gonna be on the bench. Yeah.
I was about to say Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson will start because Callum Wilson is injury prone, so Chris Wood will get games.
He's good backup.
And New Zealand, unfortunately, are not going to the World Cup, so
sad.
I don't want to.
They were robbed. That was such a bullshit result.
Yeah,
it was.
I'm looking at Ricky's team. Your defense is good, but you're going to heavily rely on Salah in your defense, and that's it.
That's all you need to rely on. Have you not seen?
That's 100% where he wants his points to come from.
Yeah, I know.
Like that is his plan. Did you realise?
Three strikers that are hardly going to get him points. He's got maybe 3 midfielders that'll hardly get him points.
That's the thing, though, is that to get points from a striker, they need to score.
Yeah, but you've put a lot of faith in...
other than Kane, Haaland, who else is scoring week in, week out?
True. Yeah. That is true.
Yeah. No, he has gone big on the idea of...
According to me, Vardy is going to do that as well.
You're lucky you got first pick.
35-year-old Vardy. If I was later on down the picks, that definitely would have changed. It would
Bro, Teddy Sheringham scored 20 goals in the league at 36.
Has Leicester actually given him another contract though, or what are they doing? Oh, fuck me.
What is Leicester without Vardy? Honestly, what is Leicester without Jamie Vardy?
Mate, what's Leicester without Kante? He left, mate, downhill.
Yeah, but Vardy is he's the talisman of that team, right?
I still remember that season that Vardy scored 11 games in a row or something and broke a record. And to get the 10th goal, he scored that unreal volley from 40 yards against Liverpool. That was insane.
When I saw him first play against United, he basically had just been bought in from Fleetwood Town. I was just like, who is this guy? And then I watched him play, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be a gun in the Premier League if he doesn't get injured.
Bro drinks fucking Skittles, he drinks Skittles and vodka to bloody recover.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. He might have some Russian genes. That's basically
what is it like?
Minerals for them.
Doesn't he have the pie and Red Bull diet?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's it.
Yeah, he has Red Bull. And it's good because he's the owners are from Thailand. He can just get the concentrated Red Bull and
he get the good stuff. He's fine.
He gets the good stuff.
Hey, Ricky, I can't wait for Man City and Arsenal to concede at least 1 goal most weeks, and then your defense is in the mud because that's all you have in your defense.
City's not conceding, and Arsenal actually look good. Our defense is actually we are looking good.
It's clearly his plan, Casey. He's going for those sweet clean sheet points.
Tell you what, it's got a very high ceiling, but it's also got a very low ceiling too.
Yeah.
But then
it's got a very low floor.
Yeah, we knew what he meant. He didn't know what he meant. But...
he didn't know at all.
But then I've just got Salah that I can fall back on.
Yeah. It's just Salah will score all my points
every week.
Yeah.
Liverpool will concede goals though. I feel.
You got 1 Liverpool centre back though, so.
No, as in for Salah might lose a few points for that. Because he's in the
1
mid, right?
point?
Yeah.
Yeah, only a couple of. He loses a point for that. It's not too bad. Yeah, make it up for all the goals he scored.
I was about to say, I don't care if Salah loses a clean sheet point. He gets about fucking 25 points normally anyway.
Yeah.
I just need Ronaldo to fuck off and Martial to not be injured and good.
I was about to say Martial's a good pick if he plays, because he's a good player, but he needs
That's
to
why
play.
I was like,
Ten Hag
I'm
likes him, eh? I think because basically it's the same reason Louis van Gaal likes him. Martial is the sort of striker Ajax forward. It's the sort of forward that Ajax coaches like.
Well, Martial's he's got pretty much everything. Like he's agile, he's like dribbly, he's got good shooting. Like
He doesn't want to defend, but basically in the Ajax system, that means
Neither
you
does
give him the
Ronaldo,
free
though.
role as a playmaker. And like that's what Louis van
he's a
Gaal
good
gave him.
player.
Yeah. It doesn't work for a coach like Mourinho. It doesn't work for a coach like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Doesn't do anything, so it doesn't work with a coach like him. But if you've got a, like he basically carried United in his first season there under Louis van Gaal. Yeah.
Who am I? I'm playing Fardine in the first round. He's got a triple up in the Chelsea defense. Love that.
And Fardine, Fardine was auto picked, so that's a pretty
That's a win.
That's a win for you. That's like have your points.
He's got Ronaldo, and then his other two strikers are Richarlison, who's banned, and Calvert-Lewin, who's injured. So
yeah, well, he ended up with 5 injuries in his squad, but it's because it was auto pick, right? So
yeah, I was about to say auto pick.
Who have United got first?
Brighton. So he's got Bruno.
God, I hope Ronaldo. I hope Ronaldo starts
Ronaldo
and just
bags like a hat trick.
Brighton always play well against United, but lose every game I've watched.
Could happen though. Like if Ronaldo he comes in and tries to prove a point first game of the season, scores a hat trick against Brighton. Fernandes gets a few assists. I'm in the mud at that stage. Like I'm losing.
Nothing would make me happier.
And like
United can start strong. That means they're gonna have a shit season, but like.
Yeah.
So if Ronaldo bangs and that happens, and Chelsea also get a clean sheet because he's got a triple up of Chelsea defense, like I'm in the mud. I'm in the mud.
They're playing Everton too, who have a shit attack. So Chelsea could.
Exactly, that's what I mean. I could be in the mud against an auto pick team, which is not ideal.
Oh, you love to see it.
What the draft's all about, mate.
What the draft's all about.
Like, what does
I'm already looking at how I can swap out players.
You're such a ruthless manager, eh?
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I just got rid of Wood. I'm like, nah, I don't even want Wood. I'm getting someone else.
After all the effort to pick him, you're like, you know what? 20 minutes later.
First week.
Yeah. Actually, not even 20 minutes. I'm like, nah, he's done. He's
done.
I thought about it. And I was like, he's not even starting.
Ricky's like, I made that pick under pressure in a minute. No, I need better time.
Okay, so now there's got Jesus and Darwin. Oof, that's a scary attack. Shea Adams is meh. Got Lingard.
What's everyone's thoughts on Darwin Núñez? How do you reckon he's gonna go?
He's gonna take a while to get used to it. But yeah.
If he gets minutes, I reckon he bags goals, eh?
He's looking good, but yeah.
How Liverpool play, I reckon he bags goals.
Yeah.
Well, he's there just to tap them in, right? That's
exactly. He's not there. He's not there to do the amazing. He's there to just stick them in the net.
He's basically gonna replace Mane, so you're gonna lose numbers there, because he's not gonna be as good as Mane was last season.
Well, no, because Luis Diaz is there to replace Mane, right?
I thought Darwin and Mane are gonna. I thought Luis Diaz is replacing Firmino, like he's rotating with Firmino in that role.
Because Diaz plays out left, doesn't he? Núñez will be the.
Yeah, but last season Mane played as a number 9. He played as the.
That's true. He did play because Firmino was out often, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he played as a proper number 9, not a false 9. He played as
one of my favorite players in the world is Roberto Firmino. He's just got so much sauce. Like he's such an unreal player.
He's a good player.
Got, I know he's injured, but you've still got Jota. Like Jota's always just scoring fucking points.
I was about to say Jota's a good pick.
He just comes on and scores points constantly.
Jota.
This is Huang guy that he got, Huang Hee-chan.
He used to tear it up in the Bundesliga, eh? Huang Hee-chan.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus, did Rob get an auto pick, or does he just love Spurs?
He loves Spurs.
He does love Spurs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 8 Spurs players.
Oh, that's it. Oh, Rob.
That's on the low
Real.
side for Rob.
Yeah.
No, he's got 8 Spurs.
How did we
They
let him
got
get 8 of them?
Southampton first up, so there's going to be a lot of points, because I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs won that like 4-0 or something.
He's got a few players that probably won't play often.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Sessegnon.
Yeah.
And
And
Davies.
he's got Scheuberg who plays, but he's not like a point scorer. He's a good player, but
Yeah. Robert was just he got to a point and it's like, yeah, it's just, what's the highest Spurs player left? I'm like,
Like, Bernardo's not going to get that many games, because the problem with picking City players, and this is legit, is last season, the most number of games any City player had was like 28 or something like
that's
that.
what I mean. Like, I've been thinking about it for like my normal fantasy team. Been looking at like that 8 million midfield spot, and you got like Mahrez, you got Foden, but you can never be sure, eh? Like,
The only reason I
hated.
think Haaland will get more games is because Guardiola will want him to get minutes, and he's not going to the World Cup.
Guardiola will want a proper number 9 this season as well.
And Haaland is basically they're going to start games with Haaland, and then when it's not working, they'll go to a false 9. Like, that's going to be their system, I think.
Yeah.
100%. And you say he's not playing World Cup, so he'll start at the beginning of the season. He'll start after the World Cup because they need to. It won't be till the second half of the
He is
season
a bit
before they start
injury prone, though. That is my one concern about Haaland being my first pick. Mind you, like, I clearly think injuries are not a thing because I picked Vardy too, right?
But that man's a specimen. That guy.
He
I
is.
love Vardy. Unreal.
He never gets injured anyway.
Ah. Cool.
Trusty goalkeeper tactic where you pick in draft where you pick 2 from the same team.
I did
Did
that.
that.
Me, I did that. I got both the West Ham goalkeepers.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Me
Oh,
not
no,
bad.
wait.
David Moyes runs a tight ship.
Yeah.
What West Ham goalkeepers did you get?
Papanowski and Areola.
I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure Areola's going to be number 1, right? Fabianski won't play.
Yeah,
Really, you reckon Areola pips
I
him
thought-
this season?
Yeah, I
thought
think
Fabianski
Ariola
should
picks
play.
him too. I agree.
Yeah.
He's a much better keeper.
I thought Fabianski's probably still starting, but
I think
Old Flapianski.
yeah.
I think David De Gea is going to start every game for United, pretty much. They sent Henderson away. There's no reason.
No
not
other
to.
keeper there anymore, right?
Yeah, do you have
Henderson's
someone
real
else?
angry about it. He's real angry about it too,
He's
isn't he?
bitter as, He's so bitter about it. I saw like an interview where he was so bitter.
He got injured, and then De Gea balled when he came
But
in.
I was about to say, how can you be that mad that De Gea's beating you for number 1? Like, De Gea's unreal.
I don't think he was mad that he wasn't getting played. He was mad that he wasn't getting played and they still didn't let him go out on loan. They turned down loan
He
offers.
is down on loan. Isn't he at Forest? On loan?
Did he go on loan or did he?
Last season he didn't.
Last season he didn't because he was the prospective starter.
Yeah.
And he got injured in
then
three
he
season.
For all of Nottingham Forest is just going for all of United's outcasts. Jesse Lingard, fucking Dean Henderson. Look at them.
Dean Henderson and Jesse Lingard are ballers, though. I reckon if
Jesse Lingard when he's on form is a great player.
Jesse Lingard can be somebody who, in transition, can get a quick pass into whoever's up front for Forest.
Forest could
That
actually
person-
be good. Mine Forest. I feel like they could be alright.
I feel like they might start slow, like everybody's going to write them off, but after the World Cup, that's a team that's going to start getting points because, not too many players going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like, Lingard's not making the England team. Henderson's not making the England team, probably.
Well, if he is, he's not playing, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's Gibson's going down. I reckon they can't hold on for another season. I think they go.
You're right.
Yeah.
Come on, Super Frank. Come on, Super Frank.
Super Frank,
Nah.
you can do it.
I was gunning for them to go down last season.
No, nobody was going down after Burnley got rid of Sean Dyche like idiots. Like, Nobody else was gonna go down after Burnley did what they
Yeah.
did. That was the dumbest move ever.
Yeah.
Really wanted Everton to be relegated. Shit
Yeah.
club.
So bitter.
So much
Did you
bitterness
bet
there.
money on it?
Did, yeah.
Word.
Explains a lot.
Yeah. So angry. I was like, they are going down. Because then you saw their last, like, 8 games. I was like, there's no way they're winning any of these. They're getting...
And then as soon as Sean Dyche gets fired, you're like, ah, fuck. It wasn't Everton's fault they didn't get relegated. It was Burnley's fault.
Yeah. It's like, come on, guys. You just had to hold on.
Like, I 100% believe, and nobody is going to convince me otherwise, if Sean Dyche was still at Burnley, they would not have gotten relegated.
Yeah.
Though I did love fucking Newcastle just buying everyone else's best players. Yeah, like, oh, hey Wood, you want to come jump ship? Cool.
Well,
They
that's
did
weird.
the buyout. Wood,
Yeah.
Wood
buyout
did
clause.
say that he wouldn't have left if they didn't do the buyout clause, and then offered him so much money.
So much
Yeah.
money, yeah. Like, how do you say no to that?
I mean, they used their money well, right? They went, who's our closest rivals? Okay, what are the buyout clauses for their good players? Okay, that's what here you go. You want the money? This keeps us up for the season. No problems. We'll buy our ticket by just grabbing your good
It was
players.
a good buy, because even if Newcastle got relegated, Chris Wood is a decent championship striker.
No, it was an awesome buy. Like, that was real smart work. Like, it's a buy to keep you up, and also a buy to be like, well, if it doesn't work out, we've got a good striker to get us back. So.
Because what they did, they went like 10 games and they hadn't had a win, right? And can
Possibly more.
still managed to somehow stay
Well,
up.
for the second half of the season, Newcastle were one of the teams. Like, if you did the table for the second half of the season, Newcastle were in like the top 5 or some shit. Like, it was unreal.
Well, we were picking them for.
Newcastle
Like,
had
they're
gotten
done.
something like 9 points in the 9 more points in their first 8 games, because I think they got almost like 0 points in their first 8 games. They would have so only 9 points in 8 games is not a huge ask. They had just managed to do that. They would have been ahead of United at 6. So that's all you need to know.
Explains so much.
I can't wait to see United slip.
I was rooting for United to not finish in a Europa League spot, because I wanted them to have a clean season, no European football, and just deal with shit.
Good at European football. If you want a real good laugh, I'm pretty sure I've just seen that the Arsenal All or Nothing documentary's just been released. Spoiler, it's nothing. It's what happens.
Like, all or nothing. Just spoiler. It's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no all.
I saw
we finished we didn't finish.
As I remember,
I saw a clip from that, and did you see Arteta on the game before they played Liverpool? He made the players train with "You'll Never Walk Alone" blaring on the speakers while they train.
I love that.
Oh,
That's
nice.
good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of keen to watch it. I really want to see behind the scenes. I rate Arteta as a coach. I think he's good.
I think when I first started watching, got Amazon Prime, and I looked up their sports reality show things, and I saw All or Nothing, and there was teams like, there's the Golden State Warriors, there's Manchester City, and I'm like, ooh, and then the Cleveland Browns. I'm like, one of these don't belong.
These things aren't like the other.
Because I think the first one I saw on Netflix was it Southampton's one?
Honestly, when Sunderland make it back to the Premier League, that's going to be ratings bonanza.
Yeah, Sunderland come back, eh?
Because Sunderland still makes Sunderland Till I Die, right? And they own the rights to it. It's so clever, because they're one of the most watchable teams, to do the reality TV show for. Once Sunderland come back into the Premiership, that first season in the Premiership, they're just going to have bonanza numbers of people watching that show. Because they're getting relegated straight away. We know this, because it's Sunderland, right?
That's right.
Depends how much TV money they get, I suppose.
Sunderland at this point have turned losing into a money-making endeavor. It's incredible. It's so good.
forward thinking.
To be fair, their new owner seems like he's actually good. Like, actually knows what he's doing.
That's good.
Like,
As a Chelsea fan, what's going on with your midfield? Why is Pulisic not going to play?
Just because we rotate all the time. Now, Pulisic will play. It'll be as the last few years have gone, it'll be a continuous rotation through the top. Well, through Pulisic, Mount, Ziyech, Werner, whoever else they want to.
Any team that presses as much as Tuchel's is going to have rotations. The same with Guardiola. And this is the reason why I'm always wary of Liverpool. It's because they don't rotate as much as they should. And this is a World Cup year. So they could even drop down to third if the certain players get injured. Because they just don't have the bodies.
Don't have anyone else.
Like Trent Alexander-Arnold getting injured would be disastrous.
Oh yeah, definitely. Game over, right?
Like, this is the thing, like, what Trent does for Liverpool is impossible for him to do at England because he just doesn't have that chemistry with those players. And you can't do that at England. Like, he can't just go up to the right midfield and just sit there starting as a right back. Like, that's why Kyle Walker will always start. But, you know, he's going to come on as an impact player, right? Like, he's going to probably come on when England need a goal and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's the sort of thing where he could get injured, I think. Obviously, as a United fan, I hope that happens, but... like, that Liverpool get key injuries. I don't specifically wish for any player to get injured. But yeah, Robertson and Trent, those are the two key players for you, Liverpool, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The first game tomorrow morning? What is that? Arsenal tomorrow morning, eh?
Arsenal, Crystal Palace. That would be a really interesting game. I'm very interested to see how both coaches do their tactics. I would not be surprised if that's a 2-2.
We do stuff like struggle against Palace too.
Going to South London is hard for you Nancy boy North Londoners.
But they're so good that it's back on Sky. I'm real happy about that.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
So annoying.
I love it. It's so good. I can actually watch them again.
No, it's the whole thing of like you don't have on demand. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
What do you mean I have to watch everything live? What is wrong with you?
Even the 24-hour playback on the online stuff in Sky Go or Sky Now, it's still annoying. Like, just give me my on demand. Let me click a goddamn video and watch it.
I want to. Yeah.
Well, it's not even like when I want to. Like, the problem is even like I'm doing it the next morning. I've got to like, okay, now I've got to scroll back in the last 24 hours and find the timestamp. Like, what's up with this?
Why is this not easy? Why can't this be easy? Why is Sky acting like this is a thing that, like, Sky is like 20 years behind in like their interface. The only media company that has a worse interface for watching sports is Amazon Prime. And Amazon Prime is so bad, like they have Thursday Night Football for the NFL, and you can't arrange the fixtures by date. So that you can just get a reminder when they're on and watch them. You have to arrange them by alphabetical order or reverse alphabetical order. I'm like the two most useless ways to arrange this.
It is really the most useless ways.
Like they're both equally useless. Like but this is the thing. Like you need it to be by date so that you could know what to watch and when they're gonna come, and you don't have the schedule memorized. So.
Oh dear, that's just
so
crazy.
Fulham, Liverpool. Fulham's gonna lose that, right? We expect at the Cottage.
So badly.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's at least a 3-0. Maybe a 3-1.
Palace, Arsenal. Very optimistic.
Are we picking a score? Palace, Arsenal. What do we like? I think 2-2.
3-1 Arsenal.
I think 2-2.
We're scoring.
It's at Selhurst Park. Yeah, 2-2. Selhurst Park.
3-2 Palace.
3-2 Palace.
Ooh. 6 scores.
That does happen in the first
3-1.
round of fixtures. You get those
yeah.
3-2s, yeah.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal, aye aye. Bournemouth Villa. So Villa 1-0, I think.
Villa 2-0.
Bournemouth are shit,
One of
unfortunately.
the first shits.
Villa does enough, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Villa does enough. I don't want them to, though. Can I
Uh,
be spiteful?
oh, you could pick what you like. That's my pick. 1-0 to Villa or 0-1.
You know what? Screw it. No. No goals. Boring. Nobody wants to watch.
Nobody wants to watch. Okay, Leeds versus Wolves. Ugh.
No.
Can they
Wolves.
both lose? Nah, but
Yeah.
Wolves are gonna win.
They're both going to
Wolves are
try to
probably.
lose.
They're gonna. It's 1-0. I think 1-0 to Wolves for me.
Yeah, same. 1-0 Wolves.
Newcastle, Forest, Newcastle at St James. I think Newcastle 2-0.
Yeah, solid.
Newcastle 3-0.
3-0. Oh yeah.
Newcastle,
see
yeah.
that.
I'd go for 2-0.
Yeah, Spurs, Southampton. So I predict
Southampton.
9-0 probably first up. Because Southampton apparently are in disarray. Like Ralph Hassan, the players just do not listen to Ralph Hasenhuttl at
Oh
all.
dear.
Kane to score 5.
Kind
I've
to
got
break.
Sun right. Okay. How many? 10 for Sun.
And Southampton concede big at least once a season.
Son to pull a hammy, Kane to break his leg.
Oh no, that means Vardy starts in the World Cup.
Yeah, just both. It's done. First game, Southampton just goes out to ruin players.
Alright. So, I'm not going to be that ridiculous. I'll go Spurs 6-0 against Southampton.
I'm happy. Yeah, not really. I'm going 4-0.
Yeah, 4. I was going to say 4.
Like,
Draw.
I think Spurs, if they score more than 3, they end up scoring 6, because that attack just piles on goals.
Yeah.
Once they open you up, but when, it's a hit or miss attack, if they score goals, they score a lot of goals. Remember they beat Liverpool 6-3 or something last season?
Oh, yeah,
With Marco Silva?
Maybe go back to the 9 option. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm staying 4.
Alright.
But yeah, it could be very big.
Everton v Chelsea, so I think Chelsea 3-0 at least. There.
Everton's getting relegated, so.
Actually, no, Chelsea will concede goals, so 3-2 to Chelsea.
Oh, 3-2. I was going 3-1. We're conceding at least 1 goal. 3-1.
Alright, Leicester, Brentford. A team that can't defend set pieces against a team that's really good at scoring from set pieces. So yeah, Brentford 2-1, I think.
Brentford 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go for that too.
Please.
Man United always concede goals against Brighton, but Brighton always have something like 90% possession against United and lose 4-1 somehow. So I'm gonna pick that 4-1 United, and Brighton has 80% possession somehow.
3 assists for Fernandes and 3 goals for Ronaldo in case loses.
Fuck if that happens. I'm gonna quit draft. I'm gonna quit draft round 1.
Oh dear.
City rolls West Ham, surely.
Yeah.
What if Salah picks up an injury against Fulham?
Then Ricky's whole team is flopped.
I'm looking
then
to
he's
trade.
done.
Yeah.
He's on the trade straight away.
Yeah. I'm looking to offload Salah to someone who wants
There'll be
half of the season run.
There'll be some offers coming in the chat here. Ricky offers.
West Ham versus City. Ooh, I like both teams. I think this could be. I think that could end 2-2 as well. West Ham City, because it's at home and it's at the London Stadium.
Yeah.
And City sometimes drop points early in the season.
Yeah.
Jared Bowen to score 2, and it's 2-2.
I reckon. Oh, actually, no. This is what I'm gonna pick. 3-3. Haaland's gonna score a hat trick and
debut. No way.
Yeah, hat trick on debut. Classic.
Didn't he score a hat trick on debut for Dortmund?
And then he'll go straight to his dad and go, "Look what I did. You've never done that, have you?"
Farmers It's a farmers' league in Germany, though. Fucking, I could score a hat trick in that league.
But he played for the farmers. He didn't play in. He didn't play for Bayern. And I've got Bowen too, so Bowen's gonna do 3 assists. Kamaka get a hat trick. There you go.
Ricky couldn't even score a hat trick in Waikato Div D.
hey, we're Div 2, thank you, and I have scored this season, and
Not a hat trick.
we are top of the league, so...
That's like me when I used to play socially for Waitakere FC and they won the Chatham Cup, and I was like, hey, look, I play for...
Yeah, it's my club.
That's my team.
But they were my local. I literally used to walk down the road and play games for them. So, yeah.
Yeah. I was going 1-1 for West Ham City, by the way. It'd be boring.
1-1.
Yeah.
Low scoring. I think everybody's defense is going to be a bit shoddy at the beginning, so yeah, I like 3-3. City tend to figure out what they're going to do with that defensive side of things after 2 or 3 or 4 games. Like, that's when Guardiola decides his strongest starting 11. He always tinkers at the beginning on the defensive side. And then he just tinkers on the forward side after.
For like the rest of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
None of it's really tinkering if you just always do it.
Yeah, there's a rotation, and then he tinkers with that rotation a bit, right?
Yeah.
It's the second order differential of tinkering. Gotta get those engineering references in after I spent all that money on the degree that I don't use.
You don't have? What do you mean don't use?
No, I've got a maths degree, come on.
I know, but not an engineering degree.
Yeah, but I also specialize in partial differential equations.
That's useful.
It is very useful.
It's extremely useful if you're an engineer.
If you're gonna bother learning anything in math, that is the only thing you should bother learning, in my humble opinion. To be fair, it's pretty complex. Like as in, like, obviously, if you're gonna count differential equations as different to partial differential equations, learn differential equations. That's more useful than the partial. But yeah, partials are second most useful. I'm just assuming everybody knows basic algebra, like, yes, you know.
Doesn't everyone?
Like, they teach you that in primary school. I'm not counting that.
Oh, fuck, talking of primary school, bloody Mo is like 5, right? He's in his second term of last year at school. He's coming home talking about bloody verbs and suffixes. I'm like, you're 5 years old. You're like, what? Aren't you supposed to just count? Like, what is
No, not anymore.
They're allowed to do what they want now. My little girl comes to me with math stuff, which I like, because but my wife's just like, yep, you deal with it. She wants to understand how these numbers work and whatnot. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. She's like, do you want to do writing and writing stories? She's like, nah, I want to do geography and math. And I'm like, yep, good girl. Hey. And PE. I'm like, yep, those are the 3 important subjects.
Extremely important.
Oh, alright lads, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, same. I want to wake up at 7 AM and watch Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up that early anyway, so I might as well.
Good times.
Saturday sports. God, I hate the weekends.
Yeah, I know. You gotta get up, take Mo to his game, and then get to my game. Oh.
Yeah, no.
What does he play?
What was that, sorry?
What does Mo play?
Oh, yeah. It's for the same club.
Football? Or?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, my girl plays football, but in the week, which is what I like. I like after-school football. Great. Go to practices before and after school. Fantastic. Happy to do that. Oh, Saturday morning netball. I hate you so much.
Were you roped into managing or coaching, Ricky? I was roped into coaching for my
Yes. I mean, it's like, not too bad, but it's like herding fucking cats at 5 years old. They're just
5 years old now. I've got the 8-year-olds. It's actually quite fun. Like, the team I was they're actually pretty good.
I do help the moms with their netball practice because it's other moms, but you know, just to be there to like cheer. But they like it. I think it's different, I guess, when moms are the coach. Like, you just have to be there to, like, you know, get the ball and throw it back at them. I'm not actually coaching. It's a lot less stressful. But
Yeah.
like they're way more. At least these moms are way more patient with these girls than I am. Because they're all like, "Oh, can you show us how to shoot, Mr. Yusuf?" I'm like, "Okay." You just have to visualize, and they're like, "What?" And then moms are like, "No, you don't need to worry about what he's saying."
Don't listen to
Ignore
that.
the man. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm just like, imagine the ball going in, and it'll go in, and they're like, "That sounds way too." But yeah.
All right, guys. Catch you later.
Cool. Thank
luck.
you.
Yeah. So yeah.
We'll catch you another time.
Catch
Is
you another
Liam
time.
playing
Yeah,
football too?
Yeah. For the West Coast Rangers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What a team name.
It's a great team name.
Yeah. You've got two Westie kids. It's awesome.
Yeah. Reading them right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Though Yara had, it's so annoying because they gave her the thing for cricket and she was really keen as well, and then it turns out they have to start at 6, which is actually kind of makes sense for cricket, like just a bit older than 5. Though she is super keen, she's just like, I want to bat, but I'm tricking her, I'm going, oh, everybody likes fielding, that's the thing everybody likes, and she's like, oh, okay, so I'm going to practice running after the ball and grabbing it. I'm like, yeah, and the great catches, that's what gets on TV, and she's like, well, that's true in NFL, so maybe that's true in football, in cricket too, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh dear. Good work. I did listen to the Who's Who Wants It.
Yeah. I saw your comment.
That's my comment on as well. Like, giving him too much credit. But yeah, that's actually quite good. That was quite funny.
Yeah. But she is really keen on cricket. It was completely.
Which is good.
Which is good. Yeah, it is good actually. Quite happy that she wants to play all these different sports. The only reason she didn't like football is because she's like, we have so much to run so much. I'm like, yeah, I'm not letting you quit football just because you don't like running. If you're like, I don't like my teammates, I don't like this or I don't like the coaches, I'd be like, okay, fine, that's different. But you're like, no, I don't like running. I'm like, okay, you're going to do more football.
Yeah, more running for you.
But she's got a really good first touch for someone her age. So I was less like, oh yeah.
That's good. Oh no, yeah. Like the kids in Liam's team, I'm really good. Like there's really one of the kids is like super awesome dribbler and really technical, and we've got like the one token girl. Like we've got one girl, and she's like the best player by a mile.
Nice.
The rest of them. The under 11 coach is always wandered past the other day. Oh, who's that? Like, oh, that's her mum over there. And it's like, hey, so, how old is she? When can I have her in my team? Like, this is for the under 11s development squad. So, that was really cool.
Very nice. Yeah, but Yara she doesn't mind dribbling, like she does it, but she's all like, oh, I just want to do the short kick, short pass, and the long pass. Those are my two things. I'm just like, oh, I'm so proud. That's what I want. She's like, I don't like tackling, I don't like going back to defend, and I don't like, I don't want to shoot too much. I just want to do passes all day. I'm just like, oh.
Nice. Anyway, we should this was a proper podcast as well, so we should do a wrap up. The Twitch has been on. There's been people on Twitch, so yeah, thanks Twitch.
People have been on Twitch. Thank you for everybody on Twitch. Belated thanks to Ricky and Casey and Riyadh for coming on and chatting out. Interesting chats with everyone and getting in. Yeah, and thanks
it's always a good time.
Everybody. Thanks to everybody who's drafted teams, even those of you on auto draft. We do not have Mr. Average this year, but for the first time ever, I think one of us managed to finish above Mr. Average last season, and that was me.
Yeah.
In both leagues.
In both leagues. I didn't manage it. No, but yes, we've got people in the draft. I need to pretty sure we've got 10 people in our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 now. 11 people in our standard head-to-head league.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
I've got still got the. I actually have one workmate who was wanting to join the draft and then didn't get on in time. So I've sent him the link for the head-to-head and see if he gets on there. But that's one thing, sort of got to get on there tonight.
Yeah. Absolutely. What's the thing? Who's in our head-to-head league?
Yeah. Eddie's back.
Eddie's back. Ricky and Casey, obviously.
Ricky
Dr.
Sylvia.
Evil.
Yeah.
Tom M.
Yeah. We've got Gareth John there still.
Gareth John.
Yeah.
Chelsea fan.
Good guy. Solid New Zealander. It'll be a good league too. So yeah, it looks like we might have a Mr. Average in that league.
What is this Nather, like putting he bothered giving his team red socks and everything else is white? Who does that? Give your team proper swag, guys. Like, honestly. Let me see what you've done.
Me? It should just be all blue.
Is it just all blue?
Just all blue.
Oh, it's not even all blue. Oh, come on. You haven't even bothered giving them.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't do that now. Okay. I'm even doing, like, Twitch can watch me do it now.
Wow. That's terrible.
That was just
where
bad.
Where do I see your team though?
You don't see the team until after game week. You only see the team that you played.
Right.
Do I want blue socks or do I want white socks? I think I want white socks.
Hey, look at my team. Look at my swag. Blue, the classic red and orange stripes with the blue sleeves and the blue shorts. Red stripe, orange socks. That would be the kit if I ever owned a football team.
Yeah. Putting the rainbow laces on.
Because stripes make your team look distinctive on the field. Red stripes.
Fair enough. And it makes them go faster too.
Yeah, 100%.
There you go. I'm down blue.
Could that be hoops? Stripes. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, see yours. Okay. Yeah, nice.
What you would expect with a team like mine. Ah, yeah. Fair enough. It's not even Chelsea blue. It's Man City blue.
It's all not really hard. I have to go find a proper one. They don't have a darker blue preset, really. I can get to there, I suppose, but then I have to remember the hex code. I don't even know if that's good enough. No, whatever. Yes. They don't have a preset for us, that's the problem.
Yeah, I've made mine a darker blue.
Yeah, I'm going to make mine a dark blue. To make you happier, but it's closer to a Chelsea blue.
Did you do rainbow laces?
Yeah, I did rainbow laces.
They do. Football stands together. There you go. Let's get political.
Why not?
Oh, that looks so ugly on my thing. No.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that was
Ukraine.
the reason why I didn't go with that one either.
No room for racism. That's so ugly. Rainbow laces looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's fine. Rainbow laces.
Premier League primary stars. Premier League kicks. Ugh, so ugly. Premier League is rainbow laces as well. Looks good. Right. That looks halfway decent on that shirt. That actually looks pretty good, to be fair. I actually like it quite a lot.
That's good.
Good. Let's see everybody else's swag. Let's judge them.
Yeah, that's good. Good point. Who are we starting with? Nida?
Nader has the worst one. Because he only did the socks.
Oh, that's right. This is just the socks. That's alright. I forgot.
It's just done socks. Eddie has got none.
None. He's
Papa.
also done none. No.
Ashley Lindo has done none. Papa. Gareth John has done none. Papa. Sierra Leone has done none.
Looks like,
Papa.
yeah. I actually have a sneaky suspicion that it didn't really show up in the team creation. Like when you register your one. So normally I would do it then.
Yeah, Ricky, none. Papa. Casey. Oh, yeah, that's a good kit. That's a fine looking kit. Yellow, red. Very nice. Blue. Very nice. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, no, I like it. It looks like my my hockey uniform.
Ooh, what a nice kit this one is. Throw me a frickin' bone.
Dr. Evil. Oh, look at that,
That's a stylish kit. I like that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Clearly inspired by Fulham there.
Yep. Tom M. Papa.
Tom.
We have
Mello.
Yeah, I like. If I'm gonna vote for something other than my own, I'll have to give that to Tom, to Dr. Evil. I think.
Yeah.
Best kit.
Best kit. It's about the only kit. So yeah, best kit.
Yep. Oh no, Casey had a kit.
Oh yeah. This is good. Right. Oh no, yeah, actually. No, still Dr. Evil. Casey's one's pretty good. I do like that.
Yeah. Riyadh doesn't have a kit. Oh my gosh. We're just looking at some of the other leagues we play with him on.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
We don't have a fixture list for that head-to-head league yet. It won't come up until they start the game week. So we don't know who we're playing in game week 1 yet. So that'll be fun to find out.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright.
That should be enough then. Alright, we'll catch you later, Twitch, since you're still left.
Hey everyone, thanks again for coming on, and we look forward to hearing from you throughout the season.
Catch you next time.
Well, that is the end. Thanks for listening all the way through.
If you liked what you heard, we have even more. NineSixFourTwo Discord and a Buy Me a Coffee.
Pretty sure it's Buy Me a Beer.
Oh yeah, buy me a beer on buymeacoffee.com.
In both these places, you can talk to us, and we may even listen, especially if you do buy a said beer or coffee. I might still be confused.
Yes, we're easily bribed. All links are in the show notes below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
This is on YouTube.